Do you think this makes sense? Triple H saying today on the Roommates podcast or something. I gotta watch it. I saw clips of it today. Insinuated that his era, or said that the modern era is better than the Attitude Era, or not better. I'm gonna find the direct quote
I think
because
he did say it like that.
believes the current era is bigger than the Attitude Era, and
I agree with
I
that.
couldn't. That's a sentence I agree with a whole lot more.
I
So
don't think I don't think we're too far away from being able to say it's better than the Attitude Era either, though. Because if you really think about it, obviously a lot of us that are older, millennials specifically, or
yes,
older than that, we really romanticize the Attitude Era, and part of that is just going to be because of the nostalgia factor, and then how drastically things changed.
mm,
Because the Attitude Era really wasn't that long either. Like, people try to make it seem like it was like a decade or more. It wasn't. It was like it wasn't a very prolonged era. So
no, it was
um that is
3 years,
another reason. Yeah, I think that's
maybe.
another reason why people get so nostalgic for it, because it felt like it was here and then it was gone. But I think if we're looking at, like, the talent standpoint of where we are, the rosters are more packed now,
Oh my God,
because do I would say maybe back then they maybe had more star power, because I mean, we're talking about Triple H, The Rock, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin, like, those are big
Taker.
heavy hitter names. And I wouldn't say that they're really at that point yet where you can say that there's like 10 people that could be the face of the company. Um However, I do feel like we get a better product on a consistent basis right now than we did
Oh
during the
yeah,
Attitude Era. I think that there were really
oh
good
yeah.
moments during the Attitude Era, but the the shows weren't great every single week. Um and
No,
I don't mean that right now it is, but I feel like there are less misses now than there were then, if that makes sense.
no, it's different. It's completely different now. The best way I can describe it is back then it was a lot of shock.
Yes.
Like it's the shock gut reaction that they're going for. Vince was going for, where you didn't have to watch week to week necessarily. You could just casually tune in and know what's going on.
Yeah.
Where now Triple H is really catering to the wrestling fan, but giving it that Attitude Era, sprinkle spice
Mhm.
to it. That and he's rewarding the fan for watching. It's something that I fully believe in, that the product that you're watching should absolutely, or the wrestling product should always give back and reward the fans for watching,
Mhm.
because that's how you keep them. And the long-term storytelling we're seeing, the little Easter eggs, little details, when they matter, that's what just makes the uh, product all that much better.
Yeah, I think the storylines are better right now. I think the wrestling is better right now. I think we have more talkers
Mm,
now than there were then. So it's like, in a lot of ways it's better now. I think it's just hard because, again, it's like anything from your childhood, or when you were younger, it's hard to not, as I said, romanticize something, because it's like, oh, it was so good, blah, blah, blah. But there's a lot of emotion attached to that, where, like, if you go and watch episodes of, Raw is War and stuff, it's like, was it really that good?
I've
Not
done it.
always.
I've done it. It really isn't. It
It's really
really was.
not.
It was good. Like, what was their best parts of it was out of this world, off the charts,
Yeah.
best thing in wrestling. But when it came to the supporting cast, it
Mm,
was just, oh,
mediocre.
it was cool. They're great. And then it started getting better once you kind of picked up, oh, the crowd's really into these tag teams. Oh,
Well,
these tag team guys.
or it's
Oh,
like when, like, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Randy Orton, Batista, like, once that class of people came in,
it was a different ball game.
that's when things changed too. You know what I mean? So it was like,
Mhm.
that was when you had more people that could do more things. It wasn't just like, this is a giant guy and that's why you should care about him, or this guy's wearing a mask and he's scary, that's why you should care about him. This guy's feuding with the owner of the company. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
you said, it wasn't we're not relying on shock value right now to get you to watch, or to get a reaction, or to get you invested, which I think that in itself makes the product now better, instead of being like, oh my God, what is Stone Cold going to do to Vince McMahon this week? You know what I mean? Like, that was great, obviously, but it's not sustainable.